What's up, bitches? I'm here in the beautiful San Cristóbal de las Casas in Chiapas, Mexico. Check out that church right there. Now, I'm not really, well, it's not that I'm not really, I'm definitely not religious. However, I do appreciate beautiful architecture. I do appreciate a nice church, a Buddhist temple. You know, in Cambodia, when I lived there were countless beautiful temples, and here in Mexico, countless beautiful churches, cathedrals. San Cristóbal de las Casas tiene muchas iglesias bonitas, and that's something that I really like about this town. If you don't understand what I just said, man, you better brush up on your fucking Spanish. Anyways, in this video, I'm going to talk a little bit about some of the pros, some of the cons of visiting this city, this small city. Some of the things I like. First off, the biggest thing I noticed when I first got here yesterday, the biggest thing was the weather. And it's not just for one day. The cool thing about this town is that the altitude is high. It's over 7,000 feet. So it's always cool here. In fact, today the high temperature is 20 degrees Celsius, which is like 68 degrees Fahrenheit. And I noticed that in the hotel rooms here, they don't have air conditioners, they don't have fans or anything. And this is the first time I've seen that here in Mexico. And the reason is because, let's check out this badass graffiti, guys. The reason is because there's no need for it. There's absolutely no need for fans, for air conditioners, anything like that. So if you guys need a break from the heat and you're in Mexico, here we go, man. Like, just the other day, I was in this town called Tuxtla Gutierrez, which is the capital of Chiapas here in Mexico. And dude, just thinking, I was sweating my fucking ass off. Just sitting down thinking made me sweat. It was hot as fuck. And we came up the mountains, which that's another thing that I love about this area, San Cristóbal de las Casas, is the scenery, the surrounding scenery. My favorite trees, not that you guys really give a fuck, but my favorite trees are pine trees, like tall pine trees. And you see them a lot here in this area because we're high up in the mountains. And it's just kind of like unexpected because you're in Mexico and you're like so used to seeing cactus. And if anybody just said it's actually cacti, you can go fuck your mother. All right, I know it's cacti, but I'm not a fucking douchebag that's actually gonna say that shit. You see a lot of cactus, a lot of palm trees, things like that. And here you're gonna see a lot of pine trees, which is awesome. Another cool thing, there's a lot to see around here in terms of like natural beauty. You're gonna see a lot of caves. San Cristóbal de las Casas, you're gonna see a lot of caves. You're gonna see a lot of cliffs. You're gonna have a lot of lakes and things like that. It's almost like you're not even in Mexico anymore. Now the street I'm walking down right now, I'm not gonna lie, this is a tourist street, 100%. And I was here last night with my lady. You know, we're getting a little bit of bubbly, little bubbly gut in the old tummy, get a little hungry, and all we saw were like these fucking pizza shops, hamburger shops. Like, we're in Mexico, man, hamburgers and pizza, what the fuck? So we went down the corner, across the corner, authentic Mexican food, man. So again, it's very easy to get caught up in the tourist traps in these towns, man. If you see dirty foot, need to brush their teeth, dreadlock having backpackers, man, you need to get the fuck away from them, man, because all they're gonna do is water down your experience. They're gonna water down your experience, man. You need to stay the fuck away from these people. So you will see some dirty foot, pimple face having backpackers, man. Another thing I like about this town is I feel like I'm in medieval Spain right now. Honestly. The houses, the streets, the buildings, the churches, everything is like 500 years ago in Spain, I feel like. If you guys look at these buildings now, I know it's kind of like a touristy spot, but you guys can kind of get an idea. And all the streets are like this. Here, let me get out here. All the streets are like this right here. All right, check it out. See what I'm saying, man? I keep smelling shit. I keep smelling shit as I'm walking around, and I realize what it is. It's these fucking stinky ass hippies, fucking backpackers. I can't fucking do it, man. I can't do it. So all in all, this town has excellent weather, very, very cool. A lot of beautiful things to see. The coffee here is ridiculous too now. I don't know if you guys know anything about me, man, but I'm a fucking coffee head. I love coffee. And the thing about Chiapas, the most southern state of Mexico, is that they're renowned for their excellent coffee beans. So if you guys like coffee for a very cheap price, like today I got a cafe con leche, americanos, things like that, they're about $1. 20 pesos $1, and they will hit you. They will hit you good, and they taste amazing, man. So the coffee's great, the architecture is great, the scenery is great, the natural beauty is great, the cityscape is incredible. Now you're probably thinking, okay, so what do you not like? Because you know, it's always something, right? It's always something. There's always going to be one thing you don't like. I'll tell you what I don't like. I'm actually trying to find like a picture of somebody, but I can't right now. One thing that bugs me about this place are the kids and the mothers and the fathers, I guess just the people that try to hustle you and sell you bullshit, which I'm actually going to show you right here, right now. Check this out. Check this out. Oh shit. Alright, I guess they're not going to let me go. This shit right here, look. These people. Now I understand that they're the indigenous people native to this area, and that's great, and I respect that. And I understand that they have to make a living. I understand. And I hope they do make a living, honestly. But when you're sitting in a coffee shop with your significant other or just by yourself, and you literally get bum rushed by 15 people in the span of 5 minutes trying to sell you the same thing over and over and over again, that shit gets old. Like, I had this little girl, she came up trying to sell me a necklace, which, like, the necklaces are made for women. And there's people behind her waiting in line to try to hustle me as well. And even though they see me brush her off like a fly, you know, and I try not to be rude, but after a while, it's like you gotta be assertive, right? Even though they see me brush her off like a fucking fly, they shamelessly try to beg for me to buy their bullshit too. So let me just give you all a tip when it comes to that, because you might be thinking right now, oh no, joke, you're heartless, you're insensitive. Okay. I am after a few times of it, for sure, because I'm here to enjoy myself, right? I have every right to sit down in peace, enjoy myself, not be bothered by people. So I'll give you guys a quick little Spanish lesson on what to say when people want to bother you. And this is what I say. It might not even be correct Spanish. What I say, first of all, is, hey, no me molestes, por favor, which means don't bother me, please. No me molestes, por favor. Okay? Ya compra todo. I've already bought everything. All right? I've already bought everything. Quiero paz. You can just say that. Quiero paz. I want peace. No me molestes. Now, obviously, I'm not a fluent Spanish speaker, so that's how I tell them, and they always get the point. It doesn't matter where you go in the world, man. You go to India, Cambodia, Brazil, Mexico, you know, you name it. Any place where there's a tourist spot, especially I notice, like, with more underdeveloped places like Cambodia, Mexico, places like that, you are going to be bum rushed, especially by children trying to sell you shit. And a lot of people, they have a weak heart when it comes to that, man, but you got to be strong and essentially tell them to fuck off. Unless you just like being bothered, unless you just like being kind of a pushover. You guys picking up what I'm putting down? So everything I love about this town can be shadowed a bit by all the people trying to hustle you with their little handicrafts. And I'm not saying that there's anything wrong with that, but I do think there's something wrong with it when they just keep coming and coming and coming, and then you don't have the balls to tell them essentially to fuck off. Which I do, thankfully, and I'm really, really glad I do. Even though you might judge me as a heartless asshole, which I don't really give a fuck if you do anyway. But all in all, man, my favorite place I've been so far in Mexico is San Cristóbal de las Casas. It's absolutely a great town. I highly suggest you check it out. I'm not even going to waste my time or your time walking around with my little camera trying to show you every little thing on it, because first off, my camera is not made for that. Secondly, you know, save up your money, quit your fucking gay ass job, and then come travel yourself. Come travel yourself and stop watching guys on YouTube, you know, and trying to live vicariously through them. You got to make it happen yourself. If you guys want to see this, come see it yourself, man. That's what I tell people. That's what I tell people. Like, before I used to be like, before I got into traveling years ago, I used to watch, you know, movies, documentaries, YouTube videos, and I thought that it would kind of somehow take me to that place. And then I actually started going to these same places, and it's just there's just a night and day difference, man. So you guys, please take my advice. Save your money, quit your dumbass job, make a fucking move. Stop making excuses. Stop blaming your environment. Stop blaming everybody but yourself. Take personal ownership, all right, for the lack of balls you have in your life, and make a fucking move. Anyways, I digress, everybody. As far as my contact information go, guys, follow me on Instagram, y'all. I post pictures, video clips of my travels on a daily basis that you do not see on YouTube. You guys can DM me, say what's up. If you guys have a page worth following, I'll follow you back. All right, my handle is @BraytonHoward. I'll put the actual web link in the description box and comment section below, as well as my email address, which is nojokestriking@gmail.com. Bitches. All right, you guys can send me some video topics. You guys can send me some questions that you may need advice on. It could be on any topic, man. It could be on motivation, drugs, sex, travel. I don't really give a fuck, but as long as you keep it under 3 paragraphs or less. All right, I'll put all that information in the comment section in the description box below. All right, one more thing. You can all go fuck yourself. Peace.